got to say, when I walked in here,
Yeah.
when I saw that
Yeah.
picture,
Mm-hmm.
and I've still got that shirt from the memorial show.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for doing that show, man.
Yeah,
It was cool.
I love that you have that. That's such a cool picture, And that show. I don't. Do you ever talk about this? I don't know if it's okay to talk about this.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah. I don't want to bring up bad memories.
Oh
Or
no, no. I those are unfortunately. I don't know. I kind of like talking about the weird stuff, and I'm drawn to like the dark stuff. Like I like talking about it. It's weird. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
that shirt, that show. First of all, that show was incredible. Like so fucking incredible. Like so many people coming together.
It was beautiful, man.
It was fucking beautiful. Like that crowd was like, there was so much fucking happiness on people's faces, man. Like I don't know, I probably never told you this, but I walked through the crowd like all night.
Wow.
I just wanted to soak in the vibe, man. Like I just wanted to fucking, we toured with you guys like 5 fucking times, man. Like so many tours. I don't know if people realize the like Machine Head Suicide Silence connection, like
I'm not sure why it happened.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just aligns that way.
the Mayhems and the fucking Megadeth and the European tour and the fucking, and I told I had I'm brain farting on his name, the singer for Whitechapel.
Oh, Phil.
Yeah, Phil Bozeman.
Yes.
Yeah. That motherfucker fucking killed it, dude.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Pete, when he came out, I was like,
People still
oh
talk
my
about it.
God, like it was fucking savage. He's an animal. Like he's
Yeah.
a fucking animal. I brought that up to him. I was like, dude, holy shit. Him and Ricky Hoover,
Yeah.
who I'd never met till that night, and ended up like broing down with later on that night. He was super cool, and but I remember walking around and soaking in the vibe and catching it. And you guys had such a cool, you did like a video tribute. Like, did that start the show? The video tribute started the show, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, that thing was so good. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna cry. I'm like, I'm not gonna cry. I'm telling myself, like, kept on trying to tell me, like, don't cry. And it got to the one moment where Mitch is about to, I did Die Young. That's right, I forgot Mark was there, huh? Mark played it with me. Yeah, I sang an acoustic version of Die Young, and Mark was on guitar, and Scott. And it was kind of like a nice little quiet break in a night full of fucking raging deathcore.
No, it's beautiful, man. It was kind of, I don't even know how this whole thing happened. It kind of just started and then just kind of went, and there was like these breaks and segments, and people were just there for it.
Yeah, it was awesome. And and then I think I played guitar on You Only Live Once.
Yep. And then Randy sang.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
No? This is at the Fox Theater.
Oh, yeah, I remember the crowd was super into it. I was kind of nervous. I was like, fuck, I'm playing a fucking acoustic song in front of a deathcore crowd.
Yeah,
like everyone's gonna be like, what are you doing? And it was good. Like people, like, it was cool. Like I'm glad they liked it because it was from the heart. Like I'm sure everybody was really emotional. No more so than you and your band, but but I remember watching that intro, the video thing that you guys put together, and the part that broke me, dude, the part that totally got me was the bungee jump with Full Force.
Yeah.
The scene where he does the bungee jump and he's just like looks in the camera and he's like, I remember talking to him right after he did that. He came in to the like the backstage area. He's like, dude, I just did a fucking this part. Like, oh my God. I was just like, like fucking dude. That's when I lost it. I was just like, because I remember him coming in and talking to me. We did all those festivals together. Like we
Oh,
were on
yeah,
every
yeah.
fucking festival
Yeah, it was
that day.
crazy.
Like like we were there together. We
Yeah.
were hanging out like fucking days off, like fucking going in Holland. We were hanging out at that bar that one night and fucking, and I was just like, that really hit it home for me because I was like, that was just the other day. Like that was just fucking over the summer
Yeah, it was just
when that
last
happened. And I just,
summer.
it brought back all those memories and all the other memories of fucking touring. And, he was such a character, man. Like so many weird little OCD things too, like remember how like he was really obsessed with taking a shower after the show.
Yeah.
Like
man.
you ever talk about
it was
that?
Fucking annoying, dude.
Oh my God.
So
He was
annoying.
like, he would get into freak out mode if he couldn't get a shower, right? Like
Yeah, it was.
I was just like, I haven't showered for 5 days. What do you like? What's the big
OCD as
deal? He's
fuck,
like, no,
man.
I
God, that was
gotta
annoying.
take a shower.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
he's come into our dressing like, Rob, please. Like, I'm like, you go, bro. Like, you're having a moment. Okay. Like, I was like, I'm probably not even going to use it. He's like, whoa. Fucking funny. But just so young and fucking, all those moments, different moments came floating by. It made me think about like the first tour that we did with you guys, like you're the fucking hottest band on the planet, dude. We do the Mayhem with you. There's no band fucking hotter. Like you are the fucking band. Like everybody's there for you, fucking crowd, everybody, the fucking crazy single, pull the trigger, pitch. Like fuck, I was like, holy fuck.
It's starting to pop. Yeah.
It was and then he's like, you had your crazy acid bass player, like dude's taking acid like every night.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Remember that guy?
That's why it was at this tour. We're like, okay, like we can't, you can't do this anymore.
Yeah, that was pre Danny Canny. Yeah, that guy.
So
and I remember
time.
Mitch. He tweaked he had a giant, like, herniated disc or something in his neck. I don't know if you remember this, but he had like a giant lump, like a fucking lump, like this big on the back of his neck because he was like headbanging so hard and just going so fucking hard. And he was like, I don't know what I'm going to do, Rob. Like, I'm in a lot of pain. And I'm like, you really need to see a chiropractor or something. Like, dude, that is not good. But he just fucking... That motherfucker just powered through that shit, that whole goddamn tour. I was like, you're a fucking, do that fucking stomp and the fucking hand thing. And I was like, Jesus. Fucking beast.
Yeah, he hit me hard as fuck, dude.
He did. That motherfucker went hard as fuck.
No breaks, dude.
I remember that. I remember too, like that era, because we headlined and you supported us on that tour for Black Crown, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And, that was the time when, he was always, the fucking star. Like, like the dude was a fucking,
he had it. He had it,
he
man.
was
he fucking
one
had
in a
it.
fucking million. And he was a good front man in this era, like very commanding and like obviously, tall and cute and fucking, that dude, like all the girls, all the girls were crazy about it. I'm like, he had everything, right? Like all the dudes wanted to be him, all the chicks wanted to blow him. Like I was like these, like
That's
you guys,
exactly
like you're
what you
it,
want.
you're like
You're
the
in.
dude,
You're in.
And fucking. But yeah, that's the shit that gave him that crazy neck thing.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking animal. And, but like that tour, when he was on that tour and then he started doing the festivals, he's just like, I forget what, he always kind of had a rap and I can't remember what he said. He would ask the crowd to say something. And he's like, no. When you answer me with power. Say it again. I can't even remember what he was like. He was asking the crowd to say something. Maybe it was like a song title.
He was very, very commanding.
But it was like, I was like, whoa, this motherfucker is commanding now. Like he's just fucking commanding. It was amazing. It was amazing to watch, that progress. Like, cause we probably toured together, I guess 4 years or whatever from Mayhem.
It kept going.
Then,
like, dude, it just kept fucking going, man.
Yeah. Anyway, shout out to having that drawing back there just cause I brought back a lot of memories seeing it. It's cool.
Yeah, I like seeing it, and I like when the band see it, to get kind of reminded. I like to remind myself too.
Yeah.
So
it's been a long time now, right?
It's over 12 years.
Is it really over 12 years?
Over 12 years, man.